Hi everyone, it's Sue. I'm back today with a design team project for Kleeblatt Creations. I will put Brigida's details in the description. Today I'm going to be using the White Roses kit. It's just really subtle, soft and feminine, and it features white roses. So I have printed these out onto 270 GSM cardstock. It's just an ivory, so it's not stark white, it's just ivory. And I'll just do a very quick flip through. I've printed pretty much all of it off, I think. So this is the add-on kit. So it's got some tags and bits and pieces to go with it. So I've got a little bit of an idea in my head. They're just stunning, aren't they? I'm not necessarily going to be using the pockets and everything. I just wanted to show you what was in them. So is that the same, or is it yeah, so opposite. And now these are the pages. They're just so subtle. Like you can see the white roses there. I love all these little elements here that she's put on there, and then there's got all the script in the background. Yeah, as I said, I won't show you all of them, so that's just a very quick flip through of the journal pages. And then part of, so there's 3 different kits. So the main journal pages kit, the add-on kit, which has got your ephemera and some envelopes. I've printed this on, this is on lighter weight card. And this is just the envelopes in the add-on kit. And then you have your background pages as well, which are just really subtle and quite stunning. Okay, so what I'm thinking of doing is I've been making some wedding invitations for a beautiful friend of mine. So I've made the foundations of them, and I honestly said that I didn't want to see these pockets ever again, because they are so fiddly to cut and get every single little piece out and fold, and but I absolutely love them. So this die cut, I have no idea, I've had it for years. It's an unbranded one, so I may have even many years ago got it from AliExpress, I'm not sure, but yeah, it's an old one. So that's what this makes up. And I just had this idea how pretty it would be as a pocket on a big tag. So basically a loaded pocket. So I thought I might have a play around with making something like that. I have pre-cut these because they are so time consuming, and I've cut a few. I don't know, I may only get one done in this video. I just really, not even really sure where I'm headed with it, but I've just had this idea in my head. I've also got some vellum that I thought I was going to cut it out, but this nearly tears every time, and it's quite a heavy cardstock. I just thought this would be too fragile, but I thought I may even emboss some vellum. So I'm going to play it by ear and see what happens. So basically I want to make a larger tag with this on the bottom. So isn't that just beautiful? I'm loving all that. I'm working on a journal at the moment for my son's girlfriend, and she likes off-white. So I just think that these would be beautiful in the journal as well. So there's a bit of a method to my madness here. I'm thinking what I can actually create to go in that journal for Christmas. But yeah, I just think that that's really quite stunning. So I don't mind that. So I'm just going to pop that one to the side, and I just have a quick look in some of these other pages, because I do love this sort of, that sort of look. So I was looking earlier, it means that the writing's going to be upside down, but I don't think I'm really concerned about that. See, I liked that one. I printed it off twice. So what I was thinking with this one is I could just make the pocket and just have that at the top. So I think I'm going to start with that one. Now I need to measure when these fold in there, they sort of tip in a bit at the top. So I need to make these, I think I'm going to make the tag 4 5/8 wide. Okay, so that's probably a little bit too wide, obviously. Actually, it probably doesn't matter. I'm going to leave that because, as I said, it does tip in a bit when it's folded. And then I'm just trying to think what I want, because I don't want it that height. So I think I'm just going to cut maybe 1.5 inches off here, and I'll tell you what size. Okay, I don't mind that size, and that'll fit nicely in a journal. So this is 4 5/8 wide. I could even make it a little bit narrower. I think I might. Just a fraction. Okay, that's a bit better. So 4 and 4 9/16 to be precise, by 6 7/8. So I'm going to cut that other one that I liked as well. So this one, I'm going to cut it as well, and I might make 2 at once. So I want to keep as much of that rose as I can. And what did I say this was? 6 7/8. Okay, so I need to use my big cutter to measure that, or I can measure that anyway here. So I'll just put a pencil mark, I think. All right. Okay, so that's the front, and they are going to have one of these pockets on there. Oh, that's so nice. And then I want to actually put another piece on the back. I'm not doing any sewing in this. I'm going to try and keep it quite clean without any sewing, which is a bit of a change for me. So that's that one. So yes, what I'm going to do is I need another piece to go on the back, because I'm thinking of putting a pocket on the back as well. Just make sure that I'm happy with that. Yeah, and I might even just put a floral. So I could even put that on the back of that. Let me just have a look. I might put that one on the back of that one, and maybe that one on the back of that one. So basically I just need to cut out the same size tags here as what I've done for the front. So there I have my two bases, front and back, and front and back. Now on the back side, I want to make it obvious that this is a pocket, and I thought I might just do something different, and I realized I had this sitting in a little container here in the front of my desk, so I thought I might let me think. So I'm going to cut that rosebud off, aren't I? Okay, that's okay. I'm just going to eyeball, and I'm just going to use this as a template just to cut that, and then I'm going to do the same on the back here. So I just wanted to do something a little bit different rather than just the round half circle thumb notch. Okay, so I'm going to cut them out. And so that's the back. Okay, now I did dig a couple of stencils out. I actually don't have a lot of stencils. Now I just got to think what I do with them. Okay. So I just want something quite soft and lacy. As I said, I really don't have that many stencils, so I'm actually just going to stencil across the top here. And I think I'm just going to use the gathered twigs. Might be a bit dark, but I'm just going to wipe some excess off on to a piece of paper. And I'm just lightly going to stencil an image onto that, so it's not like just that ivory colour. Okay, it's quite pretty, probably a little bit dark, but that's okay. We'll run with it. And I'm going to do the same here. I think I might need to invest in some more stencils. I might look into that. So I've done this one a little bit lighter. And I like that a bit better. So now I'm just going to go around with my distressing tool, and I'm just going to rough all those edges up on both front and back of both loaded pockets. And then I'm just going to ink around all the edges there, just really roughly. So I've roughed around all those edges and I've inked them, and then I'm just going to do my 3 sides with glue, and I'm just going to be very precise with the glue. Because I'm not going to be doing any stitching to stitch these down, I need to make sure I get glue right to the edge. And then I'm going to stick this down. So these are really simple. And then we'll just make some bits and pieces to go inside them. And I might decorate the back a little bit on the back. I think that's so pretty. And the writing upside down, it really doesn't worry me. And you're not going to see that all the time because we're going to have some tags tucked in there as well. So pretty. Okay, so there are our bases. I'm just going to grab some of the add-on kit and see what we've got in there. I'm going to cut some bigger tags out of the journal pages, and I think I'm going to cut them, I might make them say 6 inches. Maybe 6 by 3. Okay, so let's cut a couple of tags for each one. So I've cut a few tags. I have no idea how many I've cut. Let's have a look. Okay, so we can put some in the back as well if I've got too many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I'll just need to cut another one. I can't have 5. I just love all that writing as well. It's so nice and subtle. Alrighty, so I've got those. I'm going to back them with some of the just the plain background papers. If I can find what I've done with them. So just these. And once again, I am not going to add stitching. Okay. I don't think it really matters. They're all beautiful. So I'm just going to glue. So I'm going to use just a stick glue, and then on the edges, actually I need to cut the tags first, because on the edges I'm going to use the art glitter glue. Okay, that's fine. So I'm going to go around and do the same. Texturize all these and ink them. Okay, so I've done, roughed all them up and inked around them, and I'm just thinking of a bit of fibre to go in the top. Now I've got this amazing fibre that will be coming to my shop soon. And I thought I might see what it looks like. So it's got a bit of metallic in it. And just that natural tone as well. Just for something different possibly. That, or I've got this beautiful one with pink. And I'm trying to bring a little bit of pink throughout the journal as well, so this might even go nicely. Okay, I think I could probably use either of those. So I'm going to add eyelets in each of those, and as you can see the backs are pretty plain, so there's plenty of room for journaling or adding photos. So I'm nearly out of my gold, the eyelets that I like, the gold, and I'm really struggling to actually source them. So if anyone has any ideas where I can source more, it'd be greatly appreciated. So I'm just going to grab, I think if I add silver in there, or bronze, it doesn't matter. I'm trying to figure out why it's not setting properly, because I've got the wrong base on. It's amazing when you put the right base on, what happens. I'm not sure I want to put this in here now. I don't mind it. I'm going to, so what's that, approximately 6 inches. I'm going to do 3 with the pinky colour and 3 with the natural colour. So 3 blush and 3 natural. Just thinking I might tie them off with this. So now we've got lots of different, you know, whites, off-whites, that sort of thing, but I really quite enjoy that look. I'm not going to really think about which colours I'm putting on what tag either. So for the moment, I'm just going to feed them through. Okay, and then I'm just going to tie, I'm thinking I'm just going to tie a nice little bow. Okay, how am I going to do this? So I figured out, obviously, I can tie a nice bow off camera when I'm not showing anyone. I figured that out. So these are all pretty dodgy bows, and this one I've left too short, so you know what, it's not even going to be a bow. I'm just going to just double knot it so it stays there, and then I'm just going to trim it down. Just to add a bit of extra texture there. so that's all. Just trim some of these down. I'm keeping all these bits because I can layer them under bits and pieces. So I'll put this in my little bottle of offcuts. This is just so interesting, this fibre. I'm not even sure where it's, like, what it's from. But it's like got a metallic ribbon with all these fibres coming out of the side. We go. So it's very, very feminine. I'm really second guessing myself about these bows. I just think they need to be I don't mind that one. Because I've roughed up the tags and the pocket has a base on it, like a lip that's glued there, it's sort of, they're not going down directly. So I'm just having a bit of a play around to see what I want where. Okay, so that one can maybe go there. As I said, I'm not overly happy with my bows. They're a little bit dodgy. That one's just the one that's tied off. I'll put it in the back here. I'm not sure why that one isn't going down further. Okay, that's better. That's that. Some of these are plain. I'm wanting to add a little bit of colour to those. I'm thinking I might cut a couple of these out and add them as just a band around the tag, just to add a different element. So these are from the add-on kit. So I'm just going to cut these out quickly. These are Clear Black Creations summer labels. I absolutely love them. So these are printed at 100%. And there's 3 sheets in the kit, so they're really lovely. So that's the summer labels, and now these are the nostalgia labels, and there is like, this is all the kit. Now I've printed these at 60%, so they're you know, that much bigger at 100%. I just wanted them just for this project a little bit smaller. I don't even know whether I'm going to use them on here, but they're handy to have. So all this excess here, I'll actually coffee dye and use it for stamping. Because I don't know, once I've done that, how I can get more on a page. So that's just my solution to that. So these labels, I have shown them before, and then these are at 60% as well. So they are at 100%, they're smaller than the previous ones. So I just thought some of those might be quite nice on here as well. I love all these ones with the Paris and the writing on them particularly. So I'm just going to cut them out. And I thought this might even look nice sitting in the lace pocket, as might this. So I'm just roughly cutting them out, just a few bits and pieces that I think I might utilize straight away. And then I'll have a look on this third sheet. I mean, they're all beautiful, aren't they? Maybe that bird. Whoops. Okay. So I'm just going to cut these out. I'm not going to back these. I'll probably do a little bit of stenciling on the back so that you can still journal on them, or they can just be used throughout a journal and stuck in wherever. So just for a bit of, just a pop of colour, I think that'd be really nice. So, okay, I'm getting myself in a big mess here. So we want to stencil the back of that, pop that to the side. So you could even put more than one tag. It's just getting a little bit full. So for this project, I'm just going to leave one in there at the moment, 2 in the front, and then I'm going to do just a few little pops of colour. I think I'm going to add, as I said, one of those, whatever I've done with them now. One of these around the really plain ones. So I'm all over the shop, aren't I? I'm just trying to find my little scissors. So I don't even know whether this is going to look silly or not, but I'm going to rough that up and I'll show you what I mean. So I'm just going to put eyelets in each end here. this in half approximately. Because this one's fairly plain, now the back one I'm going to leave as is because it's got that beautiful rose. I just wanted to add something. So just thinking that could go there, and you've got that on the back, and I might close it or tie it off with just trying to think how I'm going to do this. Cut a length off. It might need to be a bit longer. So if I just do that, and then just tie it off in a bow maybe. I probably haven't really allowed myself much ribbon here, but we'll try and make do. I think I've lost the other end. Come here. Okay. So that just adds a little bit of colour to it, a little bit of interest. Okay, so that needs to go up a bit. Needs to go up a bit on the tag. Now that I've tied all that off. There we go, that's just something a little bit different. And I'm trying to think which one I might put. These two bird labels in the front of this one. Okay. A little bit of ribbon cut off there, hanging in there. So I was thinking maybe I could put a, you know, like a label or something on here, but I don't want to cover up that filigree of the pocket. So that's just a little pop of colour there. And then I'm thinking I'm going to put a label of some sort on the back here. Okay, So I quite like that. Now I'm thinking whether I can use some of this maybe as well. Just stick that down and then, oh yes, okay, I do like that. So I'm going to do that, but I think I'm going to stamp something on there first. So let me just stick this down. So that's why I don't throw these bits and pieces away, because they come in handy. I'm just going to stick that down there. And I just need to grab some Tim Holtz stamps. I'm thinking I might even just do the gathered twig, but I'm not sure how it'll stamp. So I'm just going to stamp it on this first. It's okay. Oh, I like that. Okay, so that won't be dry, but I'm just going to be very careful and stick that down. So it just adds a little bit of texture there. It's quite cute. A little bit of colour there in the front. Oh, there's so much more that you could do. So that's one done. I'm really happy with that one. And then I'll just complete this one. So this one, I think I'll leave the rose with nothing on it, but I'll add a wraparound on this. So I'll just have a look and see what we've got here. stick that down, and then we'll stick the label down, and then we'll have a look at the back, and we might put something on there, and then I just need to cut another couple of little pieces out to put in that pocket, and then we're pretty much done. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, so I'm just going to hold that down. We'll pop that in there. I like that. That is really pretty. I think this one's my favorite. And actually, I think that's too yellow. I just remembered in this kit there's some of these. I think I might just add one of these in here. So because I've printed this on, I'm pretty sure it's 270 GSM cardstock. This is really sturdy. I don't need to worry about any backing. So I'm just going to stencil the back of this as well. Might stencil it first. So much of a mess here. Stick that there because I don't want that covered over, so that's nice. And where's my other pocket now? I'm actually thinking that I really like that. I'm actually thinking that this might need something, and that's too dark. That's too dark. I'm not happy with that. So I'm going to cut out another one of these and put it in here. Tuck that one in there, and I'm going to put a label. I'm much happier with that. Much happier. Okay, so that one can pop in there. I got it all caught up with with the card that's in there as well. So I'll just have that sneaking there like that. Okay, much happy with that. So they look really pretty. I think I like the pink one better, but that's just pink's my favorite color. Okay, and then we've put a little label there. I think I'm going to do the same here. I'm just going to use one of these from the printable, and I'm just going to use this small number 34 here. I'm actually just going to trim a little bit off this length, because it's not quite enough. And then that's probably too much. Stick that down, and then I think we're pretty much done. Took longer than what I thought, but hopefully you've enjoyed the process. And I really haven't done that much decorating. I mean, the kit just is beautiful. It's so subtle. And it's just basically that tone on tone color. I didn't end up using the envelopes, but I might go back in and even pop some in there. But for the moment, I quite like how it looks. So this is the back. So I've got a tag in the back, and I've just stenciled the plain side of that. I love that. And then this is the front with the filigree pocket. And then so I've just done a tag here with a little wrap and just added a little bit of decoration. Just one of the cards out of the kit, and then just another plain tag, and it's backed with the background papers. So I am pretty impressed with how that turned out. It's so subtle and romantic looking, I guess, if for want of a better description. So that's that one, and then this one here as well. So same thing. Just a tag in the back. Added a label, and then this, just so simple, just love it. And that one I've just used that and that. So I hope you enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that. I think I might even make some more of these for Happy Mail in the future. I mean, you could do them with so many different kits, and Brigida has some beautiful coloured kits, different kits that you could do that with. And you could do something like, you don't even have to have a filigree pocket, you can have just a cut pocket, but it's basically just a double loaded pocket. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for your support. If you did like it, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. If you do like the content, of course. It's all okay if you don't. But thank you so much. And until next time, I hope you get a little bit of crafting time in. Take care.